Hello and welcome everybody. Let's see if we are live and if you can see me. I have a chat with you. Okay. I can see that you are quite a lot of people over there. So we are on a YouTube and we are on Steam. I can see the chat in Steam and as well the YouTube. Okay, you can see me fine. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, so welcome everybody. Hi, we are finally here. So it's been a long while for us. It was a lot of work for us to actually reach this place where we are in a moment. So that's a very important day for us, for the whole SimRail team, and I can imagine that for all of the fans as well. So that's why I would like to really say thank you to all of our fans who've been supporting us through all the messages what we got on Facebook, Steam, YouTube, from every source what we could gather them. As well, we would like to say thank you for all of those people who've been sharing their thoughts and their recommendations for us at the forum, because we've been doing the playtests recently for a few weeks, and we got a lot of feedback from you, what is very important for whole of our team. We've been cooperating with you for a long time, and that's for sure. Without you, without all the fans, the SimRail wouldn't be where it is in a moment. So we would like to say thank you very much. And as well, I would like to say thank you for all of the people who've actually done work for us. They helped us out. We wanted to say thank you for all the people who've been trying to help with the translations and stuff. So one more time, I would like to say thank you for all of your hard work and good work. So yeah, we are very happy that we found so many helpful people, and we could move SimRail even further. So yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, I would like to say thank you from this place to all SimRail development team. You've done a good job, good work, and that was a pleasure to actually work with you as well. And yes, I want to say thank you. And yeah, that's a big day, and we are finally here. And yeah, let's maybe jump into the SimRail and see what is happening, what's been changed from a prologue, from a demo, and see where we are and where we are heading. Okay, I would like to see your chat. Yeah, I have a Polish version in a second. Let me check. Let's change it to English, so more of the people can actually understand what is going on. Okay, can I see the chat? Yeah, hello again to everybody who is on the chat. Yep, again, we are on Steam as well as on YouTube. So I have your chats over here, and yeah, I will be monitoring. We would have a nice conversation, I can imagine. And yeah, let's jump into the actual game. So let's choose some nice scenario, and I would choose the route from Katowice to the capital of Poland, which is Warsaw. Probably most of you know. We have plenty of Polish people as well here, but it's not only a Polish nation game. There's plenty of people from abroad, so we are very happy to see that. We are very happy to actually let all of the people actually to see how it is like railway in Poland. So it is a little bit different perspective to see it in the eastern side of Europe. Okay. So let's jump into the Katowice. We would drive a Pendolino, quite a popular train in Poland. So let's jump into it. So I'm reading. So unfortunately, we won't be streaming in a. Oh, probably that was loud for you. Just let me know if it's not too loud, the actual game, and if you can hear me nice and clear. Yeah, so unfortunately I wouldn't be streaming in Polish because there is a plenty of people who wouldn't understand Polish, and actually we have to find a balance. I cannot speak in two languages in the same time, so we would focus on English. Yeah, so let's start with a mission. We spawned near the Katowice. Somewhere there far is a Katowice station, main station. So what we can see here, and that's something new for us, it is a Pendolino. That's a train what we use a lot in Poland, and that's the train what is actually driving on the route what we're gonna be doing today. So yeah, let's jump into it and let's open the doors. That's the first step, and let's enter it. And here is a tip for you guys, because I've done it a few times. We have to close those doors because this actual rolling stock have a security system, and if the doors will be open, we won't go any far. Okay, so we are in the cabin. Look at this cabin. It looks really nice. There was a lot of work here done. So yeah, we can admire it. So let's start with switching on the battery, and let's get on a chair. That's always a good start. Okay, I will get your chat a little bit closer so I can see. Okay. You cannot hear me that well. Oh, sorry. Okay, give me a second. Can you hear me now? Hello? Let's. Okay. Give me a second. Can you hear me now? Okay. I'm looking at the mic. We are experiencing some kind of trouble. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Let me just check. It's good? Yeah? Can you hear me nice? Okay. So we had a little bit of a trouble. I hope that we've not missed everything what I just said, but don't you worry. During the game, we're gonna be covering probably some of the topics few times. So yeah. Okay. I'm just getting the messages. That is. You did miss it all. Okay. Okay. So let's get back to the very important actually bit. What I wanted to say to you is that because we will be driving the Pendolino today, and the Pendolino is very important, it's a very popular train in Poland, and that's a train what is actually used on the route what we gonna be covering today. So it's important bit here that when you will be actually driving the Pendolino, don't make the mistake what I've done, that I forgot to close the doors. And this train, this actual rolling stock, have a security system what is actually checking if all the doors are shut properly, and if they are not, you won't get anywhere actually. So yeah, it's a good place to start to remember actually to close those doors. So yeah. And yeah, I just got into it, and I've been admiring the cabin because there's a lot of work here done, putting by our develops. So yeah, that's a place to admire. the first thing what we need to do in a Pendolino is to switch on the battery. That helps with the with controlling the rolling stock. So yeah, let's get onto the chair. I'm just double checking everything is nice on the stream. Yeah, okay. So let's start with activating the cabin, and first what we're gonna hear is a loud sound of a dead man. So that's a good thing to actually be prepared to press the space just straight away. Okay, so let's switch on this beauty, and yeah, let's look at those panels. There's a plenty of things what we can actually control over here, and we can see everything what we've been doing in here. So I can see what is actually happening on this dash. I can see that I have our brakes on and stuff, so this is a good thing to actually familiarize yourself with all of those functions. And yeah, let's actually check this. I can see on the screen that our pantographs is already touching the line, so we are connected. And yeah, let's contact our dispatcher.
Katowice to 4500, radio check.
This is Katowice. I read you loud and clear.
Nice one.
Katowice 4500 is ready.
Thank you. Wait for signal.
Okay, we are waiting for a signal. Okay, we're ready. We're ready to roll, to make our first kilometers in a SimRail, to actually pick up some passengers what would like to go to the Warsaw from Katowice. And yeah, let's approach the station. Probably we'll have a little bit of a time on the station so we can admire the Pendolino a little bit more in depth. Okay. So yeah, on the right bottom corner we can see our speed limits, current speed limits, so it's a good idea to check them because the speeding tickets in Poland are quite expensive, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so there is a plenty of improvement what we've done on the SimRail from the last releases, like Prologue. We've been working hard on how fast this game renders, and we can see the improvement, huge improvement in amount of frames what we can actually produce during the seconds. So I think that's a really good use for all of us, so we can actually enjoy SimRail even more. Okay, I'm getting the information. Getting information that maybe the game is a little bit too loud comparing to my voice. So okay, so we are getting the information that we can stop now. That's something what is quite handy to actually get our points. Okay, so we have stopped. Let's switch on the brake and let's allow the people to open the doors. Okay, so we have not much of time in a minute. Okay, it looks like we have few seconds, but I think we can be a little bit late. It's not.
4500 ready for departure.
Okay, so we're getting the information that we should go. Let's go. Probably we'll find a time to actually have a little bit of a walk through the Pendolino a little bit later on, so nothing gonna be missed. But let's get our passengers to the destinations. Okay, I think we have a little bit of trouble with setting up the volumes of mics and the game, because I'm getting different informations, but I hope that we're gonna solve it in a second. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the information, that is fine, so yeah, let's go. We can use the horn. That's something what we like to do. So yeah, as I've been mentioning, that there is a huge improvement in how optimization is actually done in the game. So that's a really nice information. So yeah, we can see the trains what are nearby. So it's quite lively in the sim right now. Oh, I'm violating the speed limit. That's not good to do. Okay, let's get back to the 40. Okay, so even there is a news even for people who've been actually participating in the playtests. We actually changed how our vegetation is actually rendering, so that we have different models of the trees, what you can see what are more realistic for this part of Poland, and we can see that it brings SimRail even more to life. So that's improvement, because on a playtest we've been gathering a lot of feedback from you, and a lot of you guys had plenty of good ideas, and we've been actually going through them all, and there is so many things what we can do, and of course there's always so little time to actually do all of those things, but I'm sure that we're gonna, with the time developing the SimRail, we're gonna reach the point where it will be perfect simulator. So yeah, that was one of the things to change the trees in SimRail. So yeah, we've done it. There's probably a few tweaks to do left, but we can see the nice outcome out of that already. So yeah, we can see the trains. Stop run. Okay, let me push. Okay, let me check. We have 83. So what we can do actually, we can actually control the cruise control. So I don't have to actually manually change the speed all the time. I can see that I'm going a little bit too fast, and the cruise control will help me out with maintaining the speed, or actually change it so I can boost it up a little bit. Yeah, if you're gonna hold, because what we can do, we can control it using the mouse and actually hovering over the cruise control bar. And what we can do, we can use the plus and minus key, not on the numpad but on the main keyboard, what actually makes the change to the cruise control. If we're gonna hold it, it will change by a greater amount. So it is quite handy on such a long distances, where we don't want to actually do it manually, and we have to give him a little bit of a power to control. So it is working. Okay, so next nice feature is that you can see that on the screen that there is a small part of a dirt, and what we can do, we can do something with it. I can see, I can switch on the wipers, and I can just move so you can see. And we can use the washer to actually clean that up. So it's a nice little touch here to bring a little bit more realism to the game. So in the current build, of early access, we have a new route. What is we are getting the invites for friends. So yeah, we are getting the we've been giving the new routes, and the new route is from Katowice to Warsaw, what is quite a long one, and yeah, there is a lot of actually room to have a little ride, and that will be a few hours to actually have a fun with. So that's something what you can experience as a new feature in the SimRail. Yeah, there is a thing that to join the multiplayer you have to do tutorials and stuff, so you are familiarized with the game and how the game works. So not too fast. Yeah, because we wanted to avoid the situation when somebody who don't really know how to control the train at all is joining the multiplayer and is learning there. I think it's not a place to learn, because we wanted all to respect ourselves, and we want to all have fun. So yeah. So that's the thing. That's why it is done. And by the progression, how long you're playing the game, you're unlocking the next signal boxes to control in the multiplayer. So there is a progression in the SimRail, and if you are getting more experience in the game, you are getting more features within that game. So, oh yeah, I should give a signal, but my decision on not giving a warning signal. Approaching the station. I think I should start right. And on those signal boxes, there is instructions, because it can be overwhelming for people who are starting with controlling them. So you can basically get inside of this and have a look how it works and what you're supposed to do to actually operate as a normal dispatcher. So there is a lot of knowledge over there as well. Okay, we managed to stop before the end of the platform, what I'm quite surprised, and I'm happy about that. Okay, we can see that we have 1.5 minutes to actually, I've pressed the wrong key. So let's have a walk through our Pendolino. Okay. We have 1 minute left, so let's see if there is anybody on a train to Warsaw. Oh yeah, there's a man who's wanted to get to his seat. Yeah, so the Pendolino, the model is really nice. We can see that it is basically how it is in real life. So that's a nice achievement from a development side, and we are happy about it to have it in the SimRail. And yeah, you can have a walk through it, feel like you are in a SimRail. So like you're in a real train. So that is something awesome. Yeah, we can see that there's a lot of people. We can actually see inside of our train by a camera on number 4, and we can switch through them clicking few times. So yeah, but once I wanted to get into the cabin,
4500 ready for departure.
Inside. Okay, I think we are ready to move. Let's close the doors. still to wait a little bit. Yeah, I'm missing something. There is it. Yeah, my fault. Wrong way around. Okay, let's go. Let's. Yeah, and I got 100 points, so it is nice. And yeah, if you wanted to go like hardcore mode, you can switch off the hood by pressing G, and now you can only depend on all of those instruments what you have on the dashboard. So yeah, that's for some people who are more experienced, for sure more experienced than me. I'm a newbie in driving trains, so yeah, it's still something what I would take a pleasure of learning from the sim. So we are going through the Sosnowiec, and we are heading towards the Benji. You can see how smooth SimRail works now, and that's a great. Oh yeah, warning signal. I can do 110 now. For me, it's a lot to do in the same time. So yeah, we are getting a lot of questions about particular trains, if they will be developed during the early access towards the full game release, and we will see how is the what is the feedback from you, because remember that SimRail it's still in development. There can be some bugs, there can be some problems, but we'll be working on it. Still hard to make the experience even better, so we will see. Can you still not hear me then? Yeah, so there's a lot of things what is planned actually to be developed in the near future. So yeah, basically we'll see what is a feedback, what you guys want, and what we can actually do, and we will find a balance, and yeah, there's a lot of things what we will change till the full release of a game. So expect a lot of updates, a lot of features, and yeah, that's a journey, I believe. Okay, yeah, I didn't give a signal warning. Okay, we can see a lot of people now on the platforms walking around, having chat. That makes experience even more realistic. You can get yourself in the world of SimRail, and yeah, feel like a real train driver. Yeah, if you look around in the cab, you can find a lot of switches, a lot of things what you can move, you can change. You can even change the heating. But you can open the windows if you want to actually feel a little bit of a wind. Yeah, so the cabin is fully operational, and you can make a lot of things. You can change. You can press things. If you know what to do, better for you then. Oh yeah, I'm going a little bit too fast. yeah, on the right top right corner, you can see the next like milestone, next like a point in on your route, and that's a Dobrava Gornicza, and we can see the information that we're gonna be driving through. So we are not going to stop on the station. On the left hand side we can see our schedule, where we should be, what time we should be, and what time we should leave. If there is no second time, we know that we're gonna be driving through rather than actually staying. Yeah, the next thing what we've done, because I'm trying to think, it is a sound as well, like environmental sound. So if you're gonna stop in a forest, you're gonna hear something totally different than what you're gonna hear in a city. So that's something what we got from the feedback as well. Yeah, and I forgot to give a warning sign again. I guess I wouldn't be the best train driver ever, but I'm learning my lesson, and I think with every hour I will be even better in this simulator. Okay, so let's see how far. Yeah, so if you're gonna switch to the second camera, you can see the train from the outside, which is quite a nice feature as well. And once you press the scroll bar, scroll inside, you can actually rotate around, pivot around the camera, so you can get a nice angle, have a look at the train from a unique perspective, and see the world from a different angle, which is nice on the long journeys. And you can still control the train, which is unbelievable. Okay, let's get inside the cabin. So we are getting we are still getting feedback from all of the people who will be participating in early access SimRail development, and we're gonna still get the information and feedback and all the ideas what you have to develop the SimRail to become even better simulator. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna still read through the Steam comment sections and the forum sections, and as well as the SimRail forum. And yeah, you can, if you have any ideas or came across any issue, you can give us a shout on the forum, and we are going through them all constantly, seeing if there is something what we can do. Of course, there is 100% something, a chance that we can do something with it. And yeah, so it's a nice thing where we can get in touch with ourselves, with your ideas. We can actually make it better, even better. So yeah, if I press number 4, we can see if my passengers are happy. They are all in the seats. And of course, we have to keep an eye on the miles and the points on the route. What we can see that in the 600 meters we have still green light on the semaphore, which is really nice. Thank you very much, Jessica. Yeah, the motors are fantastic. Yeah, we have a really nice development here. We got a train driver, car driver, not reckless driver. And yeah, we've been experiencing a lot of traffic in the multiplayer, because we've been releasing the multiplayer on the because of those playtests, we got a lot of feedback as well. What needs to be improved, what is already good, and we are constantly working on it to actually get experience of the game even better. So yeah, we can see where we are actually heading and how fast it is changing. From the start of a playtest till now, there's a lot of improvements already done, and we are gathering a lot of really nice comments and reviews, opinions about how it works and how fun it is to play. Check if that's good now. You're saying, okay. How about now? Is it? I'm getting the game is. How is it now? Is it better now? Okay. Okay, yeah, so you didn't hear a lot about the editor. So let's get back on the tracks with this topic on editors. So I got a question about if the weather is set and if the scenarios are set, if there is a free play. So in the moment there is no free play and the scenarios are set and the weather as well is set. In the moment you can experience different conditions in the multiplayer. So if you will join the multiplayer, the conditions will be as it is in real life. So if you will be driving in Dąbrowa Górnicza, you will see how it is actual in real time at this place. So we are gathering the informations from the cloud. See if it's raining in Dąbrowa Górnicza, for example, and if it's raining, it is raining in SimRail multiplayer as well. So in the moment you can experience a lot of different weather scenarios and conditions in the multiplayer. But in the end, in the final release of a game, There will be an editor for missions, and you'll be able to create your own scenario. You'll be able to set your own conditions, weather conditions, and time. So you'll be able to actually have a lot of control over what you are experiencing in a SimRail. Oh, that was my print screen. Yeah, I should give a warning signal as well. Okay, let's read something. So I'm getting the question if the weather is dynamic. Yes, so it is dynamic. You can drive through the scenario, and at 1 hour it will be raining. The next hour can be lightnings, and the next hour can be actually quite a nice weather. So yeah, it is changing during the ride. So yeah, that's something what is already in a SimRail. I'm getting question if it rains a lot in Poland. It's not as bad. I would say it's not raining that much, particularly now. It's maybe it's actually hard to say. I would say for me it's normal. Okay, Mr. Mon. Okay, let's have a look from the outside. Yeah, so we can see that we are going towards the Łazy in Poland. I can imagine that for some people from outside of Poland, some of those names can be a little bit of tricky to actually pronounce. So we are going through the Łazy, but that's how our cities are named in Poland. Not easy to pronounce. And yes, so we have 4 kilometers to that point, and we should be there almost 3:30. So let's see, we have 28 past, we have 3 minutes and 3.5 kilometers. It probably is possible to do. Okay, I think we are approaching the station now. Okay. Okay, let me read. So I'm getting the question about the steam locomotive. So it is not in the game just yet, but it will be on a final version, on a full release of the game. So yeah, that's something what we are developing still. I'm kidding. It probably is about those cities names. It's easier than the German cities. Yeah, for me that's for sure. It's easier. And I can imagine that it can be a little bit more tricky, those German names of the cities. So yeah, I can see that we have a windscreen dirty again. So let's actually sort it. Let's put some washer on. And yeah, it's done. Okay, so we can see better now what is ahead of us. So I'm getting the question about the depot. So the depot is still in development. It will be published during the early access. So that's a place where you'll be able to see the locomotives, walk around, read about them, some informations, get yourself familiarized with it as well, and admire the models, and feel basically the atmosphere what is actually in those kind of places like depot, and walk around them, and enjoy the time actually developing, discovering new things about the locomotives, and calmly having a look around in the cockpit and stuff like that. So that's something. So the editor, I'm getting the question about the editor. So the editors will be in a full release, or after the full release, shortly after. So according to this steam locomotive, that will be TY2, or a German name for it is BR52. So that's a steam locomotive what will be available to play in the SimRail. Am I getting question if the rail driver will be supported on the full release? Yes, it will be supported. Let me have a look at the. Oh, hello, Anthony there. I can see. So I'm getting question about what drove us to actually develop the train sim. That's a question from a Steam. So it is interesting because that's actually started from a passion. So we had people who've been actually train drivers, and they've seen the simulators and simulators on the market, and they could feel the lack of some of the features. They wanted to develop something different, something in Polish region, and it started from a passion, and it basically gathered a lot of people who've been very interested in this area, and I would say that the biggest part is the passion to the railways and the trains and the whole community what is around this environment. Okay, I can see that Daniel is currently driving the same scenario too, so it's nice. I hope that you're gonna share with me some tips on how to do it perfectly, because for sure I won't do it perfectly. I already gathered a lot of points, minuses points on my journey. So. God. Okay, we can do 160 here. Let's speed up a little bit. Okay, because this train is quite powerful, and according to the physics in this game, the physics is a big part of it. We are counting the physics 1,000 times a second, so everything is calculated perfectly, because that was our point as well, to actually make SimRail very correct from a physical side of. So so there's a huge focus on a physics in our game as well. Okay, 153. Oh I should give a sign. I'm a little bit too late with those. No, you don't have to, Jackie. Ask questions in English. I understand in Polish as well. So I'm reaching the 160. Don't want to get minus points, negative points for that, and I'm getting too many things in a moment. No, I got slow. So yeah, there is a security checks here, and if you are not quick enough, the train will react. So there is a whole system for it. And yeah, so it is exactly how it is. Once you are a train driver, you have to react to all of those. Okay, so yeah, let's admire the surroundings. We are going through the Polish villages, through the Polish forests, and I'm getting a little bit too fast. So I'm getting a question about that depot. So the depot is deliberately locked in the moment. We have to do some tweaks, final tweaks in there. So it will be available with a patch, with an update on a game. There's a lot of things to actually do in a cabin on such a long route. So I'm getting question, how long is the route? I'm not sure. It's something around 300 and something, 300 and 400, something between. I'm not 100% sure how long is the route from Katowice to Warsaw, but it is a quite a distance. So yeah, in this moment we are actually on a part of this route what is allowing us to go 200 kilometers per hour. So that's the fastest part in Poland. So we can actually see how fast the Pendolino is, and we can feel the speed. We are speeding up. Yeah, it is quite a long distance. So yeah, you can sit down, relax, and enjoy such a long journey, and feel like a real train driver. Okay, we can see that we will have to slow down a little bit in a 1 kilometer. So I don't think that I'm gonna reach 200 kilometers an hour. Oh no. So yeah, that is my fault. So yeah, I've not paid attention, and I've seen that we had a red light, and I full on got to stop. So that's the next thing what we have changed in the game, and is that you are not failing immediately once you're gonna go through the red light. It's something, because that can be a frustrating thing once you're going to 3 hours on your journey, and then you miss the semaphore, maybe not as drastically as me, but few meters, and yeah, it can be a little bit tricky. So once you do that, basically get yourself back before the semaphore, and you can start over again. So yeah, I'm getting a question about the signal boxes. So signal boxes on the multiplayer, there will be, there are more available now, but with your progression, when with your gathering the experience, you will be unlocking the next ones. So yeah, once you'll be playing the SimRail, you will be unlocking the new features and new signal boxes to control. Okay, so I got contact with a dispatcher, and now I can actually go. Let's see if we have all the brakes. So I'm getting question when the multiplayer will be available. So the multiplayer is available now, so you can join the game now, but you have to do tutorials first. So you familiarize yourself with the game and how it works. It's basically done not to make people learn on a multiplayer, so they are not causing too much traffic. So I think it's a fair thing to do, to actually let people learn a little bit initially, and then once they will reach the level, they can join the multiplayer and have fun with others. Okay, so we can do a 200 now. I'm scrolling. So I'm getting the question about the VR. So in the moment, VR is not supported. So that's something what we are not focusing in a minute. And yeah, so basically that's the situation for a VR in the moment, because it's very tricky for VR to actually make it happen with a simulator like that. But we will see what we can do with this early access and with this feedback. Okay, so I'm on the wrong channel again, so it's a good idea to change it. Okay, so we can speed up a little bit, and maybe this time we will manage to reach 200 in this rolling stock, which is of course Pendolino. So yeah, you can feel yeah, so we are reaching the 200 now. And yeah, so let's see if we don't have any red lights ahead of us. doesn't look like we have green light in it. Oh, we just passed it. And the next green light in 1 kilometer. And we're gonna reach the Psari in 28 kilometers. Okay, so we can see the lakes on the right hand side. We can open. Yeah, I've shown you that you can open the windows in a cabin. So yeah, there's a lot of quirks and features inside of a cabin, inside of a train. So that's why there is a lot of work actually needed to be done to develop a train, because that's a lot of things. It is quite complicated to make it happen. Okay, let's see. So yeah, we're doing 200, and what I can do, I can switch on the cruise control. I can use the minus key to actually set it in here. So let's do 200 exactly. So we are getting a question about the EN57. So it is not in plan just yet, but of course please remember that is early access and a lot of things can change before the full release of the game. So yeah, we are still working hard on this title, and we will be. So there will be more features, more things in the game. So yeah, just stay focused, stay tuned, and for sure you will see the development, you will see the changes. Let's pay attention on those HP systems, because yeah, that can ruin the game, ruin the journey if you're gonna be stopped immediately by the system. Okay, let's maybe jump in. We have quite a long straight in the front of us. Let's see the chats. Oh. Yeah, that's something what you have to be very aware about those dead man switches, because they are attacking you once you are not really ready for it. Getting question about how much time we're gonna spend in early access. It really depends on the feedback and depends on what will turn out from all of the feedback and all of the things what we're gonna gather from the forums and stuff, and how many things we're gonna find to improve in the game. So yeah, it really depends. And it's hard to say in a moment. I'm getting a question if we can drive more than 200 kilometers an hour in this train. Yeah, if we can, let's try. We have 15 kilometers. Yeah, I've been driving a little bit safe, to be honest. Deactivate the deadman switch. Yeah, and we have a dirty screen again. Of course we can clean that up. Let's do. I think we'll manage to do that. I'm not paying really attention on which radio channel I should set myself up to, because I can see that being a train driver, it is very demanding job and demanding position to be in, and you have to be really aware about all of the signs what are in front of you and all of the screens. And yeah, once you are in a cabin, you can as well zoom in a little bit so you can see better what is in the front of you. And yeah, we've been trying actually. We couldn't go a little bit faster to 200 because we still had our cruise control. So let's speed up a little bit, and yeah. So yeah, we can do more than 200 kilometers an hour, but yeah, let's not push it because we are already getting the negative points on our journey. Yeah, so then my journey won't be the best journey, won't be the best route. Yeah, I know that was the good one. I'm still violating the speed. So, and the next nice feature in the SimRail is that you can see the map on the multiplayer. So you can go to our forum, which is forum SimRail EU, and you can see on the map where people are, where they are heading. You can see them moving from place to place. So that's a nice, really nice touch to the multiplayer experience. So you can see what is happening on the servers, where your friends are and stuff. So yeah, that's an interesting quirk for the SimRail. I'm getting question if the Pendolino can ride 300 kilometers an hour. I don't think so. I think there's a 230 speed limit, maximum speed of a Pendolino, but I'm not sure like exact number. But for sure, not 300. At least I would be surprised. So I'm getting a question about the free cam. There is in the moment there is no free cam in the game. You can choose from a cockpit. I switch on from a cockpit from outside. You can get out from a train, but it's hard to get out from a train once you're doing 190 kilometers an hour. And you can see inside of a Pendolino. You can check on your passengers if they are calmly sitting on their seats. Let me get through the chat maybe, and let's find a nice question. I think I will manage to not derail myself. Again about the speed, maximum speed. Okay, let's get back. Yeah, so I can see that people are trying to get to depot. So the depot again is not available in the moment. It will be published as available in near future. Oh no, and I've done a mistake again. Yeah, so fortunately I don't have to start over again whole the scenario.
Requesting entry.
Yeah, so let's request the entry.
Entry will happen on subsidiary signal onto track number 2 due to malfunction.
Okay. So there's some kind of malfunction. Okay, let's see. We still have a brake zone, so let's wait a second. Okay, I think we are ready to roll again. Yeah, so we have substitute signal. So I'm getting the question about ETCS, and yeah, it will be added to the game, and that will be during the early access period, so it will be even before the full release of a SimRail. Yeah, we are approaching the Knapówka, and we're gonna go through Knapówka, and we won't be stopping there, and I'm already violating the speed limit. So yeah, let's slow down a little bit to the 40, so we won't be abusing the law. 41, yeah, it's pushing a little, but let's be crystal clear with that. Okay, 40, and yeah, I can actually set my cruise control. Let's make it to 40, and let's give him a little bit of power to so it have some power to control it with. Okay, let's see if we have any interesting question. Nikki is saying that loves our work, but thank you very much. We are happy to be here at this moment in the SimRail, and yeah, I think that's a good place to say thank you again to all people who contributed to this to development of the SimRail. So thank you very much. Thank you all the fans and all the nice comments and all the feedback what we actually gathered from you. So it was a really nice experience to be developing the SimRail. Of course, we are not stopping, and we will be developing SimRail still. But yeah, I would like to say thank you, and we are looking forward to have let's say shared development with you, with all of your feedback and interesting ideas. And yeah, I would like to say thank you to the whole SimRail team for all the hard work done, and plenty of impossible things what become possible somehow. So yeah, that's a really nice journey, and it's really nice to be a part of that. Okay, let's get back in here. Okay, I think we have to go 40 kilometers an hour now, because we are on a substitute signal, so we cannot do much. I think we are just out of this zone, so let's put some power and switch off the cruise control, and let's get us back to almost 200. Okay, so let's get back to our journey. Yeah, I think we are still driving on the wrong channel. Yeah, you have to be very focused on the route. It seems like it's a long distance through some of the forests, but you have to be focused actually to actually earn a lot of points and to be a really nice train driver. So so we are accelerating quite actually fast, and we're gonna be going through Knapówka, which is in 6 kilometers, and we have green semaphore 700 meters away from us. Yeah, so I encourage you to go on our Steam page and of course to download the SimRail, have a journey by yourself, see how good of a train driver you are. Probably better than me, but actually it's not actually that hard to achieve, I would say. How much time will it take the Pendolino for all the journey? It is a few hours journey to Warsaw, so it is a long distance. It is for people who would like to have some kind of a challenge. So yeah, that's a long route. Nick here downloading the SimRail now. It's really nice to hear. I hope that you find the SimRail really nice. And yeah, remember that if you have anything to share with us, to say something, to share with your feedback or maybe thoughts, or maybe you have a really nice idea for something to be developed in SimRail, yeah, please go to our forum on the SimRail and share your thoughts there with us, and we're gonna get through them, and we're gonna collect all of those good ideas, and we'll try to develop them and make a part of a SimRail. So yeah, feel like you can have an impact on a SimRail, and you can share a really nice idea, and yeah, so we'd like to really see that, because yeah, I think that's a power, that's a point in this simulator, that we are actually gathering, that we are actually trying to listen people, and we are going through your comments. Sometimes we are not able to answer all of the messages, because there is a lot of them, but we are going through them and gathering the informations, and yeah, so we feel like that you are a part of a SimRail as well. So thank you again for all of your input. Okay. So there is a question about optimization, and yeah, so we've done a huge step in this regard, but of course we are not stopping there. We are developing it all the time, and we are making it make it even smoother and faster with every development day. Oh no, I should really pay attention. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna reach the semaphore, and maybe let's get back to the main menu, and maybe let's switch to the different scenario, and we'll see something different. Okay, so let's see if I will be able to actually stop. Semaphore is there. I've done it. It wasn't the best. Maybe there is a room to jump in. Probably I wouldn't be employed. Probably I would fail my interview. Okay, so let's stop in here and let's get back to main menu, and let's give me a second. Let's give a little break, and we'll get back to the second scenario. And yeah, we can see how I've been doing. I've not been doing too well, and of course I didn't finish that scenario. Okay, so let's give it a second. I will prepare myself. Okay, let's get back to our stream, and yeah. What we've done, we got back to the menu, and let's switch to the different scenario, and let's see what we can experience here. That's a different route. It is a different, so it is not part. It is actually initially part of a first route as well, so you can join them. But we're gonna be heading slightly different direction to the Sędziszów. Actually, we're gonna start from Sędziszów, and we're gonna be moving towards Katowice. Okay.
Dzisiaj poprowadzisz pociąg osobowy z Sędziszowa do Katowic.
Okay.
Na początku sprawdź łączność z dyżurnym ruchem.
We're gonna be starting in Sędziszów, and we'll be in this scenario you'll be heading towards the Katowice, the place where we started the first scenario. So let's stop maybe for a little bit in here. Once you spawn yourself in Sędziszów, you can have a walk around, see how it is done. You can admire the rolling stock, and now you can hear different sounds of an environment which will make you feel more like inside of the game, inside of this world. A lot of things is happening around, so yeah, you can have a look how the boogies are done. And yeah, the first thing in the elf, because that's how we call it in Poland, is to switch on the battery, and we have to find the cover, and we can get inside of the train, and you can have a look around, see how it is done. That is a train what was previously available in a demo and prologue, so you probably some people are familiarized with it already, so they know this train. But for sure there is plenty of people who never been in touch with this game before, and that's a fresh start for them. And yeah, it's not obligatory to actually jump in to the cab or straight away. And yeah, you can see the environment around. Yeah, but let's get back. Or maybe let's go to see those cargo cars. Let's see. Yeah, you can run. Yeah, you can see how they are done, and that's something what will be in depot as well. You'll be able to walk around. You'll be able to spawn some rolling stocks and see them from the different angles, and yeah. Okay. Once you're gonna scroll the scroll on your mouse, you can zoom in your view. Okay, if you don't want to run straight back to the train, go through the doors and to enter the cabin, and you wanted to do it fast, you can press just the 1 and you are inside of a cabin straight away. Okay. And yeah, you can see the trees. Unfortunately, the trees are not. There's no trees just around, so we can walk to them. I believe that there was no trees, because I would like to show you the difference in the trees. Yeah, that's a little distance over there. But maybe let's jump in. Let's have a little walk. But I believe that it may be too far. It may be because there's a limited area where you can walk. Yeah. So yeah, it's totally different models of a tree. So we decided to change it because yeah, it basically makes the game feel more like in Poland. So it is. You can feel it. Yeah. And yeah, they are moving with the wind as well. So yeah, so expect changes in SimRail. Expect that things are gonna improve with the time, and you find from one day to another you find something new, some new feature, or something is repaired, as maybe if there was any bug or something. So yeah, so there is a time for all of us to enjoy the game, and yeah, and we are not stopping on the development. Okay, let's see the chat. So I'm getting a question about editing the map. So in the game there will be later on there will be an editor, and you'll be able to change, and you'll be able to actually develop your map. So yeah, you'll be able to make your own, as well as the missions and scenarios. Okay, so let's activate the cabin, and maybe let's switch on the radio. I think we are late already. Yeah, we are already late.
Sędziszów, 24909 próba łączności.
Yeah, right. Let's switch on the pantographs, maybe 2 of them. I think I'm missing something. Okay, let's use the signal and let's roll a little bit. Yeah, and of course you don't have to use your mouse to hover over the lever. You can use the plus and minus keys on your keyboard. So the normal plus and minus is for a cruise control, and plus and minus on a numpad is for normal speed lever. So of course you can change it to your liking, and yeah, let's see, we can stop. Full braking. A little bit too much, I think, for now. Okay, but we managed to stop. I think we are not rolling. Okay, so yeah, let's find where it was to open. Oh yeah, on the left hand side we want to open the doors. Yeah, so what we've done, we gave an allowance for people to open the doors, so we can see if there is any people left walking to the train, that they are going towards the train. They are opening the doors for themselves. And yeah, we can see the trucks over there, probably waiting. Yeah, you can see that people are entering the train. So I'm getting question about the EA and controller. EA as an early access. So in early access we are not supporting controllers, but that's something what will be developed and will be in the game. And there is a in the moment there is a we are supporting the truck IR. And yeah, I'm getting questions about playtests and why there was a limit for people, because we had such a high demand on people trying to join the servers. So we taken 20,000 people, and we had to close them. We had to close basically the rest of the people. We couldn't allow to actually make it even bigger, because that would be too overwhelming for us to control during the playtest. So that's why it was controlled, and it wasn't available for everybody. Yeah, you can have a walk around Sędziszów platform, because we can see that we have 2 minutes left to enjoy in the Sędziszów before we're gonna departure from here, and we're gonna head towards the Katowice. Okay. I can see that Nikki just left us because he downloaded the game by himself and is enjoying the game now by himself. So yeah, that's really nice to hear. We can see that a lot of people are downloading the game now, and the multiplayer servers will be like getting more dense and more dense with the time, because as I mentioned before, once you start SimRail, you cannot go straight to the multiplayer game, because you have to earn some experience. You have to do a tutorial. It's a good thing to actually get yourself familiarized with some of the stuff and how the controls work and how you should drive to actually be able to go to enjoy the game with your friends, and maybe even with strangers. And the communication is quite interesting thing during the multiplayer. You can communicate with other players during the voice chat, like nearby voice chat. So if there is somebody around, you can communicate with them on the radio. You can communicate with the dispatchers on the radio. So yeah, there is plenty of things you can, as a dispatcher, you can communicate with the trains or other dispatcher through the text, like a ready messages, or you can call them. So yeah, it is pretty much as in real life. Okay, and now we have 10 seconds. So what we can do with this 10 seconds, let's release the brake and let's close the doors. Okay. We got the message that we are ready and we can leave the station. So let's give this train a little juice and let's go. And we got 100 points for departing from a station on a time. So that's some points on my account, which is not very common, I would say. Okay. We can see that Martin is saying about the Sędziszów that he is driving here in real life. So I assume that you're a train driver. So probably you can compare. So once you're gonna get back from work, you can enjoy the Sędziszów in a online or play, or maybe a single play in a SimRail. So yeah, you can maybe practice a little bit before you go to work or between your shifts. Yeah, so you can polish your skills. Oh yeah. have a look through the chat. Yeah. So the development on the consoles are still basically we are still developing the game on the consoles, so we need a little bit more time to actually to do the port. So, but we are focusing in the moment on the full release for a PC version. So, yeah, so that's the situation for the consoles. Oh yeah, we can see that. Yeah, Martin is a real train driver. So yeah, probably you can compare how it is in real life in Sędziszów and on this route to the SimRail environment, and you can share your thoughts with us on the chat or maybe on a forum. Yeah, you can do some kind of a photo comparisons, or you can actually, with your experience, you can give us some tips on how to drive it, and basically what is most important, how does it feel to have a control on such a train on this route. So yeah, multiplayer is available now, and you can, after tutorials, you can join the servers. Yeah, okay. Let's see the chats. Oh, Martin is saying that he likes how the Sędziszów is recreated in the SimRail. That's very nice to hear. I'm getting a question about timetable of getting out of early access. So yeah, I've been mentioning it before. It depends on the feedback, what we will be gathering on a forum and on the Steam page. Yeah, there's probably a few tweaks what you have to do, and it's hard to say when we exactly will be becoming like full release, but it is I wouldn't say that it's very far away, but of course we would like to see the feedback from people, from thousands of people playing this game, to see what we can polish more or develop even better. And yeah, what is great and what direction we should maybe be heading. Maybe there is some good ideas in your minds. I'm approaching the station. We are stopping here now. Let's see if I'll manage. I think it'll be fine. I hope so. Let's get some brakes. Hit it. Okay. Yeah. And we are approaching the Klimantuth. And yeah, it wasn't too bad actually for me, I would say. Yeah, on the first part, it wasn't in the middle, but I'm happy. So yeah, so I will let people get inside of a train. Yeah, I can see the people are walking towards. Those guys are not really interested in route to Katowice. They want to stay in Klimantuth probably. Yeah. Oh, I think we're gonna be late. Let's get back on a chair. And that's it. No more entering the station. And let's get some power. Get some kilometers done. And yeah, we've been behind the schedule, so yeah, I'm departing a little bit late, so I'm getting the negative points on my account. So I'm getting a question about the radom, if the radom will be in the game. So in the moment we are not planning route to radom, but as I've been mentioning before, we will see the feedback from you guys, and we will see what good ideas you have. And I'm getting a question about the Kelce. So no, we don't have a Kelce on our map. On our map is basically 2 routes in a moment. So we have a route from Katowice to Warsaw, and from Katowice to Sędziszów, what we are covering just now, but from aside from Sędziszów, and we are heading towards the Katowice. Okay, let's get back. So you can see that plenty of questions are about the editor. So the editor, that's something what will be available further. So no, not in the super near future. So it's not like a matter of weeks or something. It is more around the full release of the game, and there will be a few things what you're gonna be able to edit. You'll be able to make your own missions, scenarios. You'll be able to set everything what you like on a route. You'll be able to choose the train and the point A to B where you want it to go, and you'll be able to as well. You'll be able to develop the maps, and yeah. So there's a lot of things what you'll be able to do in editors. So yeah, so we are planning the SimRail to be like a live. So it will be constantly changing. There will be constant new features, constant new things to discover. So yeah, it won't be boring. Oh yeah, I should give a warning signal. And I'm going too fast. Getting question about support for a rail driver. So yeah, that's something what will be supported, but is not in a second. Yeah, and again, I really like this feature. I can see that on my screen there is a little bit of a dirt grime, I don't know, but it's triggering me once I'm driving. So let's, I don't know, I remembered that where was the washer in a Pendolino. But yeah, let's make it happen. Let's switch on and let's find where it is. I cannot. It's 100 kilometers an hour speed limit, and I'm doing 56, and I'm trying to find a button for a screen washer. Probably my passengers are not really keen on that. Okay, let's get back. Let's switch on the wipers. I'm sure that it is somewhere here. We don't need sanding. Okay, let's focus where we are heading in a second. Oh yeah, here it is, washer. Okay, got it. It is actually quite. It makes sense to have this button just next to the wipers. Yeah, and our screen is within the line of our washer and our. Oh yeah, we are approaching the station, and we are stopping here. Okay, let's get a full braking. Oh, yeah, now I can see that on the chat you've been trying to tell me where is the button for it, but yeah, it was too much maybe for me to focus on so many things. Okay, let's open the doors for them. yeah, and I can see in mirror that people are getting inside. Oh, yeah, that's why. Oh, yeah, I was late a little bit, so let's get back on tracks because, as I said before, you need to be focused once you are driving such a train, such a passenger train. There's a lot of stations on the route, so you have to be constantly focused and constantly be monitoring what is next, especially when you don't know the route by heart. So. Let's getting question about derailments. So yeah, you can get derailed once you're gonna go too fast or too fast on the corners, or you're gonna get into a different train in the multiplayer. Yeah, so yeah, and the derailments are supported. I don't want to really do that here. I'm trying to safely somehow reach destination. That's my goal in the moment. Yeah, and the next thing what we developed since, for example, Prologue, because there is plenty of things what we have changed since then and what we polished. The next thing is that once you are standing on the platform, you can hear the announcements. You can hear that a train is being announced, that is heading towards somewhere, and yeah, so that's the next feature in a SimRail. We had a lot of feedback on that. We had a lot of requests from people saying that is a part what will be really nice to actually implement into the game. So yeah, that's something what we managed to do. Okay, let's see, we're gonna be heading towards the tunnel and we're gonna reach the destination in 3.5 kilometers. Yeah, and I have to really pay attention on the security systems. Yeah, you can see nice remote areas in the Poland. Well, let's get back to our cab. And I'm doing 88 on 110, so probably the dispatchers are not really keen on me in a moment. Let's speed up a little bit. And as I said, I just speed it up a bit, and I'm already speeding. Yeah, let's get into the tunnel. We have a little bit more than a kilometer. Oh, there's something is not really right. So there is a room for improvement in here, but we can see that we are trying to get out from a tunnel. Probably there is something with the post process here. Yeah. Yeah, so there is a lot of there is a room for improvement here. I believe that our guys are working on it already. Yeah, so let's get to the platform. Yeah, I had to actually use the emergency braking here, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to actually stop within the platform. So yeah, let's open the doors on the left hand side. And yeah, we are not staying here for long. We have 15 seconds to go. It's probably because I've been driving too slow and I'm a little bit on the late side on my schedule. Okay, we're ready. Yeah, but what I've done, because I've done emergency braking, I have to unpressurize the brakes. Okay, let's get to the next station. Oh no, so I'm getting them negative points because I forgot to close the doors. Like not because the doors are actually closing automatically, but and what I've done, I think that's it. I'm not a trained driver by all means. Okay, so I think that's a start. The SimRail will be developed during the early access time and probably even further. So yeah, I would like to say thank you. And that was just a short experience, something what you can download from a Steam. You can download it. You can have fun by yourself, and yeah. Thank you again for all of your support, for everything what you shared with us, for all your feedback, and please enjoy the SimRail by yourself. Any thoughts, any recommendations, anything what you would like to share with us, please go to the forum. To our forum, SimRail forum, or on the Steam page, and you can share your thoughts over there. We're gonna be going through them, and we probably will have a discussion here, and we will be taking your ideas into account. So, thank you very much for a stream. There was quite a nice questions here. I encourage you all to actually have a try by yourself, have a fun in a SimRail. Have fun in the single player mode, finish those tutorials, and you can go to the multiplayer and have fun with other players. And yeah, thank you again for all of your support. Thank you for all development team, and thank you especially people who've been actually helping us with a translation for different languages, so the SimRail can go even further in the world. So thank you very much again for watching the stream, for watching me how good train driver I am. Not really. And yeah, thank you very much again, and enjoy SimRail. Yeah, bye bye.